Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop for another episode of Bob TV F-18 building action. Hi guys, I've been working on these gear doors all day. I got them figured out, but I wanted to get them figured out and then make a video. Don't look so dumb. Alright, now these gear doors mount a little different than my standard gear doors I usually use. So you mount the inner gear door. Or where did another piece go ahead? Where's the trainer? You mount the inner gear door. These are per the instructions. And then you mount the outer gear door onto it. But see, if I do that, that will make them gear door hinges really hard to, if you ever need to change one. See, because the rest of these are screwed on. See? So I think what I'm going to take these out and put me some glue there. And then glue these on. And then glue them through this side. All I have to do is unscrew them and then drill new holes through this and countersink them. That way them hinges can be changed. You know, especially on these F-18s, man, you hit that gear switch accidentally, bam, there goes your gear doors. Or your hinges. Anyway, and they gotta be changeable. So that's what I'm gonna do there. Now, these are made a little different from most gear doors, guys. These are a pretty nice, easy setup. Okay. Most of them I mount into plane first. But these little doodads here are accurate enough. We're going to just mount them straight to this. And they come out right. Open another bag. Here you go. But these things got to be replaceable, you know. One more thing. There it is. Okay. Now, this here calls for 3 hinges. Now, to keep these all hinges aligned to where they open right, this is the good way to do it right here. Because if these hinges ain't all, if this hinge line ain't in a straight line, means they won't open right. They go clunk, clunk, you know, and it's because you didn't line up your doodads on your dilly wonker. Man, we sure had fun flying yesterday. That old Bill, that guy's a hoot. No Wes, no Force's cousin. Oh, Calvin couldn't get off work yesterday. That's going them dang jobs. Interfere with his filming. That's alright, he would have been there if he could have. You know what I mean? Old Bill tried to get it videoed. Okay, now I'm going to take a piece of tube and run through these holes right here. I just took the screws out of. Bam. I'm going to take a pin vise with a small little drill bit in it and one tiny one. Go through them holes that's already there. See, this is how I want to do the main gear doors too. Okay, we got one. Now we got a countersink and a hole. I was using the drill bit for that. Where'd it go? Here it is, right here. Let's take the drill bit. With no drill, so you don't mess up and go vrump all the way through. Just want to make a countersink hole just big enough for that screw so it all sits flush. I got some short screws and some long screws came with them hinges. I like to get it started with the long screw because it's a little easier. Then once I get the rest of the screws in it, I'll take the long ones out once it's started. It's actually just a freckle. Too big. And some tiny old screws for such fat fingers. Now if you was gluing these pieces on the fuselage, see if I didn't have these nice old liners, you can still use this wire trick and help keep them things all in line. You can get the screws in and out. See, once it's screwed in, you can come back and glue it if you want. But we're not going to glue them. Okay, we just got one screw in there so that can move a little bit, right? Right. Well, these have a set of big holes and a set of little holes. Whoop. Set of big holes and a set of little holes, you see them? We want to use the little holes. You see how them things are nice and flush, and the screws, that's how we want them, baby. Okay.
The Marines carry a small American flag that one of them brought ashore from the transport ship, USS Missoula. 10:20 a.m. Old Glory rises above Iwo Jima. Marine photographer Louis Lauer is on hand to commemorate the moment. Seeing the Americans posing is too much. Holdouts of the Japanese garrison.
Yeah, I got 2 more flights on the F4. Actually, the one the perfect landing on that with the first one, guys. I mean, it was just absolutely textbook F4 landing. And then that second one I kind of goofed a little bit. It still wasn't bad though, touchdown nice. But you should have seen that first one. It was a grease job. You can ask Wes. Asked old John Force's cousin. He even said, man, that was a good landing. Okay, now we're going to put this third one on. See, because not only do you want them the same height this way, but this way and you know, twisting wise, you know, because you can get them straight and still have one twisted a little bit, you know. And this keeps all that in line. Bam. See that? Nice countersunk screws. Beautiful. That's just beautiful right there. Now we can put the rest of the holes in it. Now that everything's all aligned. Oh yeah, Wes will come on there and tell you guys where he got that motor. That starter motor for his plane. You know, that thing was only $100. You know, I can remember having them things in the 90s and stuff, but they was pretty expensive back then. And the battery used for it will start it like 300 times. You know, and it's real simple. Fits on a 50cc motor. It's for a DLE 50. So I guess he said he thinks they're making one for 100cc. I think that's what he said. They're making it for another motor. I think he said it was a 100cc twin. We was trying to talk him into shutting it off in flight yesterday. You know, at the top of a loop, killed the motor. At the bottom of the loop, fired up again. Says he wants to get a little more confidence built up. And starter set up first. See, like that one. Yeah, gotta watch that. Little bits will catch, and before you knew it, boom, they're taking a honk out. Okay, now we come back and put these little screws in. Those are little tiny ones, man. Beautiful. When I get the other three in, I'll take that long one out. Screws are irritating sometimes. Know what I mean there, Vern? Oh, there's a hole there. That's it. There we go. Bam. So we got this long one. Just look a whole lot neater in the inside. And had a big old long screws in there. bam, once I get the rest of them in there, I can take this rod out, put the feet back on it, mount it in the plane. And I'll make you all another video. So we'll see you back in the shop.